Congratulations. So you have finally landed an interview call. But then we all know that good companies hire less than 5% of all the students who apply. So how will you make sure that you get selected when many others will get rejected? At Elements, we want to offer you 6 tips. Let's start with the first one. The first one is a very obvious step. Please, please, please prepare very, very well for the interview. Don't just go without any preparation. Specifically, prepare about the industry, prepare about the company, prepare about the position, and prepare about yourself. What do I mean by all this? Let's say you are applying for a telecom company. Let's say you are applying for Airtel. You must prepare about the telecom sector in India. Specifically, what is the size of the sector? Who are the main players in this sector? What's happening in this sector right now? What are the government regulations that are binding the sector? What is the typical growth profile in this sector? If it's telecom, you should be able to say that there were 3 large players before, now there are 4 new players, the sector is passing through a stage of consolidation and churn, all the smaller players are exiting, it's a stage of low growth, low profitability, Airtel is the market leader, followed by Idea, followed by Reliance, etc. So this level of knowledge should be there for each sector that you are applying. At Elements, in the employability course, we'll offer you a full template that you can use to prepare for the sector. Okay, then about the company. For example, if you're applying for Airtel, you must know what is Airtel's position in the industry. It's a market leader. What's the size of revenue? About 50,000 crore. How many employees? What is good about the company? What is not so good about it? All of this should be told you. There is a template about how to prepare for a company. You must fill it up for every company that you go, and you must fill it up and memorize it even before you go for it. Then about the position. So many people come to an interview room without knowing what position is HR offering them. You must know what's the designation, what's the salary, what's the location, what's the typical day in the life, what's the growth that you can expect, what kind of skill sets are they looking for. For example, again, if it's a sales manager profile that you are applying for, you must know that it's based in Delhi, you must know that the salary is about 25,000 fixed per month, you must also know that it's a very target-oriented role where you have to go to each and every retailer and then try to sell Airtel's product. You must know that the hierarchy is area sales manager will become regional managers and so on. Again, there is a template for a job profile, you must memorize that. And finally, and often overlooked, you must know about yourself. What do I mean by that? You have submitted a CV to the company based on which you have been shortlisted. You must know everything in that CV. Typically, the HR would say, okay, here you have mentioned about your internship experience, why don't you talk more about it? You must know what are the 2 or 3 sentences that you would say that will really wow the HR guy. The HR guy would be interested to know, tell me something about yourself. What is that 1 or 2 USP, unique selling propositions about yourself that you would say that will really wow the interviewer? You must know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. You must know what is your career ambition. You must also know why specifically you applied for this company. So to recap, tip number 1 is prepare well. It typically takes 24 to 48 hours. If the interview is day after tomorrow, you must start preparing yesterday. And what you need to do is first prepare about the industry, second prepare about the company, third prepare about the position, and finally prepare about yourself.